Okay, I think we're good. Hopefully. It's apparently 4 watching right now, which is surprising. It's probably all like a bunch of like little kids that. Okay, I think we're good. The fuck? It's apparently 4 watching right now, which is where is that coming from? It's probably all like a bunch of like little kids that. There should be no sound. Mute site. There should be no sound. Why? Where's it coming from? Where's it coming from? There should be no sound. Oh, it's probably, I think I know where it's coming from. It's coming from this. Okay, well. Why? Where's it coming from? It's coming from this thing. I know where it's coming from. Okay. Where's it coming from? I'm gonna mute my mic just because, you know, it's annoying. Yeah, see, I knew where it was coming from. It was from the freaking chat window. Anyways, as I was gonna say with my joke, it's probably all a bunch of kids that forgot they subscribed to me. I was like, what is this? Actual content? I subscribed for Bink and Sing videos. We have a bit of a problem to fix. Here, let me just do pop-out chat and see if this works. Because OBS is being a bit of a bitch right now. This is the problem with OBS is that for me, it does not like. It won't accept like browser tabs for whatever reason. There we go. Let's go with this. Like if I try to like do something on the browser and post a link in there, it won't actually work. And that's way too big. Here, let me remove that. I don't know why it's white. It shouldn't be. How big is this? Should I make this? Make it a bit more small. A bit thinner. That's the cat. Stop it, please. Okay. Alright, bit of a messy start so far, but hopefully we'll get something going here. Alright, so first things first. This is the first podcast with a new computer. Yes, I got a new computer. The other one crapped out and died, so we have this new computer, which is actually really, really good because I can use it to stream. I can play GameCube games with it. I can stream that. I can stream PS2 games now. I can do all of that. It runs much smoother. It has more storage. It's a much better computer. The only problem is that it doesn't have the old hard drive. But we have it elsewhere, like in another place. Why did I say elsewhere? It sounds retarded. But we have it in somewhere else. We have the other hard drive. So someday we'll probably plug it in and get all the old stuff off there. But this is a pretty nice computer, I think. So I'm happy to have it. But yeah, OBS for whatever reason, it won't allow me to just select the browser tab to show on screen, like a window. I'll have to research this at some point, maybe right now. And seeing as it's I guess the breakfast gaming podcast, whatever you want to call it. Apparently people still have the black screen thing. That's what happens to me. I'll look into this later. So this is the breakfast gaming podcast thingamajig. There's still no name for it, but I'll get a name sometime. There'll be a name at some point. We should get to the breakfast of today's episode, which is kind of a strange one actually. It's a bit of a weird one. I actually got a picture of it. I tried doing a sandwich recipe, borrowed from my boy Sexy, aka Adam Ragusia. one of my favorite channels recently. He's a really good channel. I recommend you all subscribe to him or at least check him out. If you like, I mean, I don't know if you guys like cooking channels too much, but he's a pretty good one, I think. What's funny is that it wasn't even the cooking. It wasn't even the cook originally. It was like a music channel, I think, originally, but now it became a cooking channel. But I'm cool with that. So yeah, this is from his like grilled cheese video. So I made it as like a breakfast sandwich. I used like a little omelet. I put some ham on it because I thought ham would be good. And it turned out it didn't turn out too bad. I think that's a way too big of an image. That's a huge image. So it actually didn't turn out too bad. Here, let me just. That's what it looks like. Yeah, you can see like the egg there and like the bread. It kind of looks a bit strange, but I think it tastes pretty good actually. It was mostly ham from what I tasted. It was very salty, but I thought I did a good job on it. I think it did way better than I did last week, or not last week, like during the other podcast where I kind of fucked up the food. But I think this one turned out pretty good actually. So yeah, I call it a success. It tasted pretty good. So yeah, that's all I gotta share. Um, so yeah, not much breakfast talk today, but that's okay. Um, let's get right into the meat of today's episode. So, Nintendo. Nintendo is a company that people have very mixed feelings on. Um, people like myself love it. I think it's a great company. Well, not. Well, we'll get into that later. Actually, I think they make great games. Is what I'm gonna say. I think it's important to differentiate the games from the company because Nintendo as a company is fucking trash. Like, let's be honest. Nintendo as a company kind of sucks. The games they make are good. Like, they're high quality games for the most part. Like stuff like we got the Switch. Like, I think like when did we get it? I don't even remember. I don't remember when we fucking got it. Wasn't it like I think it was last year for Christmas. I think or like after Christmas. I can't remember. But you got the Switch. We got it. I think it was maybe the beginning of 2019. I can't remember. But we got it then, and we got Mario Party, Mario Kart, Smash Brothers. You know, they're all very high quality, fun games. I think. Nintendo, they just make good games. Ever since the beginning, they made good games. I think. Um, Ever since the early NES days. I mean, their products have all been pretty solid. It's just the company itself kind of fucking blows. Because, well, first of all, they hate their fans. I mean, that's a given. They hate their fans. They really do. And they just make some really dumb choices. And I think one of the most infamous ones at the moment is the NES Nintendo Switch online service thingamajig. Now, I think the idea for the online service is genius. So, when you pay for the service, I don't know why I said that like that. When you pay for the service, it's $20 a year, which is actually pretty cheap. $35 for the family package, which still was not bad at all. So, $20 single, $35 for the family package. And when you pay for the service, you get a free NES app or program game, which is a little service where they add NES games every month, and it's for free. It's a free thing, which I think is actually a really smart idea. It's kind of like it's like it's like a game streaming platform almost, kind of. It's actually a really cool idea because you're getting the games for free. It's a nice incentive for buying the online service, and they're free, and they're all being streamed right there, so you can play them anywhere you want, which is a great. I think it's a great thing they want to pay for each one because that's really shitty. They would do that in the past with the virtual console. They'd have you pay for each game for like $5 or whatever because Nintendo still thinks they can sell Urban Champion in this day and age. I still don't know why, but they do. They think they can get away with selling it fucking every year. But they're not doing it anymore now. They're not doing it right now. They give them for free. You're paying for the online, you get it for free. You get the games for free, which I think is great. The problem is the service itself. Well, it has a few problems. First of all, it's the fact that when it first started, people were not really a fan of the game lineup, I think. There was definitely some issues with it. I'm trying to find when it, like, what were the games when it first came out. Like, I don't remember which games came out first. Is there like a chronological list or something, or I don't know. Oh, here we go. Here's a list. Oh, hey, actually, oh yeah, it's chronological. Awesome. Wikipedia, thank you, Wikipedia. So let's take a look at the list here. Actually, I'll show it up on screen. Gotta get my display going here. We'll just go with I don't know, 1,000 by 800. Oh, wrong site. Yeah, still some issues with technical stuff. I'm not. Oh, I'm not exactly the best at streaming yet, but I try my best. I'm learning. So let's hope that needs to load. Should load, hopefully. There we go. Well, it doesn't actually show everything. That's kind of dumb. Okay, never mind. This is not gonna work. Fuck it. We're just gonna do the display capture. Yeah, it's kind of a fucking mess, but we'll fix it. Don't worry. See? And look at that. All better. This is the day in life of a streamer, fellas. So we have our games list here. This is what was announced. This is what we got when it was first released. So on September 19th, 2018, we got, let me see, 5, 10, 15, 20, just 20 games. And they're all NES games, which is kind of a bummer. And I think that's what people were most upset about, was that when it first launched, the amount of games wasn't even that great to begin with. And the amount of games we got since then was also not great. Only getting like a few games a month. Some have more. This also counts the Japanese only games. For some reason, they refused to release Star Tropics in Japan. No fucking idea why, but apparently Japan hates Star Tropics. I know it didn't get released there in the past, but like, come on now, no Star Tropics. Seriously, not even like no Star Tropics at all in Japan. That's kind of fucking shitty. But yeah, apparently they don't get Star Tropics there ever because I wonder if Japanese people kind of think of it as like their version of Mother 3. It's like, oh yeah, Star Tropics, that game we can't play. Yeah. So you see here, just right, that by the list of games, you can see there were definitely some problems with it. When it first launched, the fact that it was only 20 games, which is really not that great at all. Let's see, how much were... trying to find out what was available at launch for the Virtual Console. You can tell I didn't research for this episode because I'm doing it all right now. But yeah, another thing here is that a lot of these games are very simple. I mean, a lot of the games are fun, but they're also simple. Like, they're very basic games. Like, you want a bit you want some more heavy hitters when you first start. You don't like stuff like Metroid, Ninja Gaiden, Ninja Gaiden. You want to get Kirby, Mario 2. You'd want those games at the start and Punch Out. You want them at the start of the launch, not like baseball or pro wrestling or tennis. You don't want those when you first launch the service. And there are some great games here. Of course, you have Mario 1 and 3. No 2 for that reason, but Mario 1 and 3. Both fantastic games. Both, masterpiece of the system. You get Zelda, which is a fun game. You get you got some nice arcade games here. You got Mario Bros., which I think is great. Ice Hockey is phenomenal on the NES. I think it's a fantastic game. Balloon Fight's fun. Dr. Mario's fun. Excite Bike's good. Gradius is great. Gradius is great. Gradius is great. River City Ransom's a big one to have on there. You get some standout titles, but a lot of them are just not really that good. Like baseball is not very good. Tennis, it's average. Soccer sucks. It's like I know not every game was gonna be great, but you gotta have some more heavy hitters when you start off. Like only 20 games first off is kind of a failure. But when you have games like the tennis, when you watch the service, it's not good. And how many games were at launch? I think this also sorts up by chronological order. It should. For whatever reason, this shit's taking forever to load. This is the Nintendo website. We don't need this right now. So, yeah, we don't need this. I don't know why there's 2 tabs open of it. So, the Wii launched. Let's see. When did the Wii come out? Because I don't know if the Virtual Console was there as soon as it launched. I don't think it was. Oh, never mind, it was. So November 19th, 2006, when they had the Virtual Console, they had... Not only did they have NES games when it launched, but they had, like other systems, too. It wasn't much, but they had more than just NES games when it launched. Which I think is the big thing, is that there's variety, at least. Here, let's go to TurboGrafx 16 here. Not even, they didn't have them at launch, but pretty dang close to launch. They had even, like, TurboGrafx 16 games. Like Monk's Adventure. They had N64 games, like Mario 64 at launch. That was a big one to have at launch. They have, F-Zero at launch. SimCity, which was delisted, but they still had it. Later on, we got, Genesis games. You got Altered Beast and Sonic. Both big things to have at launch. Looking down, that was actually 2007. They had Commodore 64 games. So these were way after launch, but they still had C64 games for the Wii. Commodore 64 games. You don't get that with the Switch. You don't get Boulder Dash. You don't get Pit Stop 2. You don't get any classics. You get tennies. Those are, they weren't at launch, but they still had them eventually. Not far away from launch, like a couple of years after the launch. Like even when it first started, there were at least a few big titles. You got Mario 64, you got Sonic the Hedgehog, you got F-Zero. You got Zelda. Actually, you know what? This kind of looks shitty too, honestly. But there was variety. It wasn't just NES titles. I will say that when it first launched, the Switch Online had I'd say more quality games. There were more games, I think. But the Wii had more variety of the systems. I think that's the big thing, because it's just NES games. Just NES. And you get a slow trickle every month of NES titles. Where with the Wii, you can see they're doing them like, there's still a few a month actually, but Then again, I should say it's a few a month when there's also games for each system coming out each month as well. I should note that as well. So you're getting a bunch of games each month actually. Not many for N64, but for NES and SNES definitely. Even some Turbo games are getting released every month. Master System's hanging in there. Like one a month, maybe 2, but get Genesis games each month. Good amount of Genesis titles. You're getting more each month than with the Switch, because with the Switch it's all NES games and only like a few a month. So yeah, for each month you get like a few games, and some of them aren't even actually games. These SP versions are literally just like Some of them just like skip you to the final battle. That's really all they do. They skip you to the final boss, and that's a separate game. Which they shouldn't even be there. Honestly, it's kind of really retarded that they have them there because like have it be an option at least. Don't have it be a separate thing taking up the selection screen. It's really dumb, I think. But yeah, later on you can see they get there's some more dumb selections here. Like um like see Mighty Bomb Jack is a game that like no one likes. I mean I think it's fine, but you know, I love Wowo. Wowo's a great game, but I mean, you know, not really a heavy hitter. And we didn't get WoW2 for whatever reason. Only Japan did, which is really, really dumb. Ninja Gaiden, a game that should have been there at launch. Kirby should have been there at launch. Zelda 2 should have been at launch. Blaster Master should have been at launch. Blaster Master should have been at... I can't talk. I can't sit. These are both Japanese games. You didn't get these, of course. Kind of a shame, though. I kind of wanted to get some of these games, like a Fire Emblem. That's kind of neat. Fire Emblem. Star Tropics should have been at launch. Kid Icarus should have been at launch. Punch Out should have been there at launch. Donkey Kong Jr. should have been there at launch because Donkey Kong is trash, the original one. Double Dragon 2 should have been there alongside Double Dragon 1. Wrecking Crew and Donkey Kong 3. Yeah, so for July, this is kind of a big fucking letdown. Only 2 games. And they're both games that, okay, I'll say this. I love Wrecking Crew. Wrecking Crew is a phenomenal puzzle game, I think. One of the best for the system. But, I mean, only that and Donkey Kong 3. I mean, Donkey Kong 3 is fine. I think it's a good game, but, like, just the 2? Just the 2. Really now. Okay. I don't understand. It's kind of really dumb, I think. Every other month's been at least 3, from what I'm seeing. Except for, okay, Kirby's Adventure, there was a Japanese game there, but, you know, it's whatever. We didn't get that. But besides this one, it's always been 3 a month. And this is 2. Yeah, not good. Really not good. I think the games here, I mean, most of them are fine games, but it's the fact that they released them so slowly, and the fact that it's only NES titles, and the fact that as the months go on, the game selection actually gets worse in some cases. I mean, I love City Connection, I love Cuckoo Land, I love Star Soldier, but I mean, you shouldn't be like you should be put out in a bundle, not like released like a month apart from each other. It's like, I'm sorry I'm struggling to talk, but this is really, I mean, I'm probably not saying anything new, but, like, I mean, it is a serious problem. So, I'd say we fix this. That's the whole point of this podcast. The point is not to dwell on the problems. The point is to make things right and to fix the service. So, I think we're going to do that right now. I'm going to pull out the big old schematic here. Look at that. Look at that. Magnificent. We get the MS Paint going. Hell to the yeah. Get the MS Paint going. So here, it's MS Paint, alright. I don't know why, but I always draw this character when I use MS Paint. It's like a little character here. Because you got the eyes. Got a nose here. Got a little mouth. And you got some big old hair. There, that's him. Alright. So, oh, that's another article. So let's look at the stuff here, the things to look at. So let's try to incorporate. So for the Wii Virtual Console, there were, let's count it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9 systems in total for a Virtual Console. So far, for the Nintendo Switch Online, it's been 1. It's just... And also, the NES games in total for the Wii Virtual Console is at 90. 90 games for the NES. Or actually, no, it's like 90, 94. It's over 90. This is just like 40, I think. 40 something. I believe maybe 50. Still not great. Maybe it's like 60. I don't know. Actually, I think it's more like, okay, maybe it's more. Maybe, well, actually, you gotta incorporate the fact that there's also these shitty SP games there, so you gotta take those out of the list. So maybe more like 50 or 60. But still not great compared to the 90. And then again, I know these are all released over years. I know some of these games have not been on the Switch Online yet. But still, these games, if they were to come out faster, maybe we would have more of these games. You never know. You never know. Maybe if they didn't come out so goddamn slow, we'd have more. You ever think about that? Maybe not. I don't know. We also don't have a single Mega Man game yet. No Mega Man. So, kind of a big rip there. So yeah, it's just kind of really shitty. But we're gonna fix this. We're gonna go ahead and that's another fucking thing. It's a Kotaku article. I don't know why that opened. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna fix the Switch Online with a nice diagram here. Once this shit loads, this is taking way too long. Why is it taking this fucking long? I don't understand. Someone on Discord? Anyone on Discord right now, even? No. What the? Oh shit. Didn't mean to do that. No one's even on right now. No one's watching this. So, I think we should start with the NES games. I think we should really take a look at the games here on the list and just really, do a best of. Because I think the important thing is to have both good games and a good variety of games. So, you can't see that. There you go. The NES there. It's good to have a variety of systems and a good amount of games that are all like classic games, like good, strong titles to have at launch. So I'm gonna try and think of. We'll do 5 systems. We're gonna do all the systems from the Virtual Console. Now I know there's licensing issues. Licensing be damned. You're not gonna get everything you want, but this is just my personal what I would want. There's still plenty of other games you could license if you could not get the license to these games. And I don't think it's really that big of a deal if you don't get Commodore games or Neo Geo games. But I mean, I'm just gonna put them in there just because they're there. So maybe just maybe this could work. This could work maybe. I don't know. But let's just get going. So for the NES games, I'm gonna pick. I said we're gonna do 5 a system, 5 games a system, and it's gonna be try and make it try and add as much variety as possible, as well as having them be all games that people would want to play. I think. So for the NES, we gotta do the big one. The big one's gonna be Mario Bros. 1. As the big ones. Gotta have Mario Bros. The other big one. Gotta be Zelda. The Zelda. Gotta have Zelda launch. Gotta have the Metroid. Metroid at launch. Gotta have that at launch. I should probably change this so it actually says Zelda. Fuck. Big things to have at the launch of the service. And now for the last 2. This is going to be kind of tricky. I think Kirby at launch would be great, but actually I'm gonna save my Kirby for later. We're gonna do another Kirby later. I think at launch, I want to include one like good black box game, one that people will enjoy, a nice simple one, but also is like really fun and has a lot to do in it. I think I'm gonna go for. I think I'm gonna go Balloon Fight. Balloon Fight I think is one of the most recognizable ones and also one of the most fun. Excite Bike I don't think it's for everybody. I'm not a big Excite Bike guy, but I think Balloon Fight will be perfect for the launch of the service. If this is how it actually was. So yeah, that, and we'll try and get I don't know. I will do Gradius. Why not? Get a shooter in there. There. There we go. That's the launch for the NES. Now, let's say, hold on a second. The NES service is great, but hold up a second. You know, there could be, you know, maybe people want more games. Maybe people want something a bit, not just 8-bit. Maybe they want something a bit more. Maybe they want twice the bits. Maybe they want another system. Look who's creeping in. It's the Super Nintendo. Get that shit in there. Blam. Super Nintendo. Now, for the launch of the Super Nintendo, I think Link to the Past is one of the most important things to have at the launch. Because that's a big game. It's a big game to have at the launch. And of course, there's not going to be only games there. There's going to be at launch. So they'll add more games later on. But I think when you're first starting off a service like this, you want to have these big hidden games. So I think Link to the Past is a great one to include. I think Donkey Kong Country would be great to have as well. Like DKC on there. So, they're going to add more later on. But I think for the start of a service like this, we want to have big name games. So, let's get that. And see what else is on the Virtual Console for SNES. Let's see. Pack Attack, no. We can do a Super Punch Out, I guess, because, gotta have a Punch Out in there. That'd be great to have, I think. Because, people like Punch Out. Oh yeah, Mario Kart, I think. Well, I'm gonna say Mario Kart for later, though. Well, you know what? There are no Game Boy games here. I forgot about that. Game Boy, maybe we'll get to it. Maybe we'll get to it. Maybe we won't. I don't know. We might not do Game Boy, but maybe. I don't know. Oh, Super Castlevania 4, I think, is a great one to have. Just there. And I think also Mega Man X as well. Mega Man's on there, right? Oh, fuck. Kirby Superstar. I forgot Kirby Super needs to be on there. Kirby Superstar needs to be on there. I can't talk fast, guys. I can't talk fast. We're going to have to switch things around a little bit. Mega Man X is important to have on there. You know what? Actually, I'm going to get Zelda the hell out of here. I'll just get these both out of here. I think. Maybe just Metroid one. And then, do Super Metroid. There we go. There we go. We can remove Super Punch Out. Let's get rid of DKC actually, because that's gonna probably provide some licensing issues. For our platform, we can do Kirby Superstar. It's like a platformer game. Kirby Superstar. There we go. And then we'll do a Mega Man. Mega Man. We'll do Mega Man 2 as the most famous one. There we go. There we go. It's fixed. So N64. Now, I'm not really a big N64 guy. I don't know the system too well, but for the N64, I think there should be obvious ones here. Like I said, I don't know the library too well, but there are some big ones here I see. So let's get the N64 in there. Let's see, got this sexy thing in here. You know, blam, N64. So the big one, or we'll do some of the big ones. We're gonna do Mario 64, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask. And I think we'll do Mario Kart 64 as well, and then Smash Brothers. There we go. There's a good lineup for N64. I think that's really all we need for the launch. I think. Oh, they haven't had a Star Fox yet, but that's not super important. You know, that can be that'll come later in the lifespan of the service. We'll say that. Turbo Graphics 16, baby. Here we go. So this is another system I don't know very well, but you know, gotta get some Turbo love in here, some Turbo love. So I think, well, let's get it in here. Turbo Graphics 16, baby. Here we go. Not the mini. No. We want I want a real one. Where's the real system? Here, I found one on eBay. This will do. Bruh. It's gonna be a bastard, isn't it? Here we go. There, just use the eBay pictures. We're running out of space here, actually. Let me try and extend this out. I guess. Move it up here. I don't know. It works, I suppose. So for TurboGrafx 16, we gotta have Bonk. Bonk like a mainstay. We gotta have Bomberman too. We'll do Bomberman as well. Bonk. Bomberman. So gotta have Bomberman on there. And let's see. Splatterhouse I think is great to have. Splatterhouse is gonna be a important one to have. So we're running out of room here, so try and be conservative here. We gotta get a shooter. I think what was it? Blazing Lasers. That's like the big one that people love. Is that on here? Actually no. I don't see it. Well, you know, they have Dragon Spirit. Dragon Spirit's good. We'll put Dragon Spirit on there. I like Dragon Spirit. Oh, fuck. There we go. I like Dragon Spirit. And, what else? That's my dog, too. Oh, no, there is I didn't even see Blazing Lasers. What the fuck? Let's just do both. You know, TurboGrafx 16 isn't really that great of a... You know, there's only too many games for it. But, you know, 2 shooters is fine. 2 shooters is fine. You got, like, a nice party game with Bomberman. You get a nice party game with Bomberman. I cannot talk fast. I'm sorry. I know I said many times. Many times. Many times. What the fuck is wrong with me? There we go. We got all those going. Did I say Blazing Spirits? What the fuck? That's not what it's called. Just fuck it. Just write it out. That. Whatever. Good enough. Here, what's the next system on the list? Like, what's next? Master System? Okay, sure, Master System. Alright. Sure. Here, we'll get the Master System stuff going here. All right, so I shouldn't have done that actually. Now it's gone. Shit. I should not have done that. That was a bad idea. Here, just crop it. Just do it like this. I don't know why I even did that. There we go. Alright. Trying to look for some matches and stuff here. Let's see, I think okay, I shouldn't be doing that. So I think Sonic, of course, would be an obvious choice. Sonic would be an obvious choice. I like Fantasy Zone. That'll be important to have on there. Fantasy Zone would be important to have on there. There's Sonic Chaos, which I don't even really know much about. I don't think people like it too much, but I can't hold it. There's Alex Kidd. If you like Alex Kidd, you know, you got Alex Kidd. You got Wonder Boy. You know, Space Harrier. I don't think people like Space Harrier too much. I don't think it's one that people like too much. But you got Sonic. You got you know, you got all the classics. And all those classic titles. So I think we got So let's see. We're trying to think of 5 here. I think we'll go with Sonic 1 and 2 because you know, might as well have both of them. We'll do Wonder Boy, Fantasy Zone, and then we'll do Alex Kidd and Miracle World. I guess just do all those. We'll just do all those games to add on there. Just do all those and then okay. Pro Jared. How did that get there? What? Who put Pro Jared on there? No, I don't want it on there. I don't want it on there. Who put that there? No, get that the fuck out of here. I don't want Pro Jared on here. Get out of here. No, bad, Pro Jared, bad. Okay, I'm sorry. I couldn't. I was trying to do a joke and I couldn't. I couldn't keep my laughter. Okay. Let's no more fucking fooling around. Let's get the oh fuck, that's a big image. Let's get the Master System in here. I'm sorry. Oh, I can't even think. I can't even click the fucking arrow. There. That's a fucking compressed image. There you go. Master System. Here you go. What did it say? Sonic 1, Sonic 2, Fantasy Zone, Wonder Boy, and Alex Kidd. What was it? Miracle World? We'll go with Miracle World. I don't know. Let's move it up a little bit to make more room. There we go. Fucking Pro Jared. How did one man sink so low? Anyways, what's next? Genesis. Sega Genesis. Here we go, boys. That's the wrong thing. Sega Genesis. A great system, I think. Lots of good stuff on here. We haven't had a pinball game, actually. So I think he'll do Sonic Spinball, I think, as one. That'd be a good one to have on there. Sonic Spinball. We haven't had any pinball games yet, so that'd be a fun one to have. This is taking way too long to load. That's the flashback. Here we go. I want this one. I see it's another massive fucking image, isn't it? Let's resize. Here, make it fucking like nope. Well, that's the Genesis. It's a really tiny Genesis. There we go. The big one obviously is gonna be. Well, you know what? Do they have Sonic 3 on there? Sonic 3 on there. Imagine it would be. Yeah, there it is. Sonic 3. I think we'll go ahead and add Sonic 3 and Knuckles. I don't know if that was available on the Virtual Console. I don't think it was. But I think it'd be important to include on there. Because it is, you know, it is the full game. So, and we can have like a switch to switch between Sonic 3 and Knuckles and Sonic 3 and Knuckles. That could be like an option in the menu. We'll do that. Here we go. Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Yeah, I want to do Sonic Spinball. You know, pinball game. Spinball. Streets of Rage. I think 2 is the most famous one, I believe. I don't really know Streets of Rage too well, but we'll do it. We'll do a Streets of Rage game. Streets of Rage 2. You know, do something. There we go. We'll do, I think Gunstar Heroes is like a famous one. Or like a sort of famous one. Yeah, no, it's like it's a cult classic. Cult classic. Is that what heroes? Heroes. Gunstar Heroes. Yeah. And uh I'm thinking. Um uh fuck it, Vector Man. Don't know much about it, but fuck it, we'll put it on there. What's next? I think next is gonna be maybe it's fucking Neo Geo. I don't know shit about Neo Geo, man. I don't know shit about Neo Geo. What the fuck am I doing here? I should be down here. This is my home, not this shit. Neo Geo. Okay, I'm probably gonna get tons of shit for saying that. I'll be honest. I don't give a shit about the Neo Geo. I think it's kind of boring, and fucking everyone talks about it, and it makes me angry. But whatever. We'll think of some Neo Geo stuff. I'll just go to like the famous ones. I don't know much about it, but we'll just go for some famous ones here. Fuck, my head's hurting again because I'm shouting so much. Here. So if this is a Neo Geo, right? That's looking Neo Geo-esque. Just paste it in there. Ba-boom. Let's see. Metal Slug is like a famous one, right? I don't know. I never played Metal Slug, but I'm sure we'll add it on there. Metal Slug has really good graphics, though. I'll give it that. It has some fantastic sprite work. I played Puzzle Bobble. Is that on here? No. Shit, I don't know. It's mostly fucking fighting games. How about this? You know what? I say this. Fuck Neo Geo. No Neo Geo allowed. Maybe later. Maybe they'll add it on later. But for now, no Neo Geo. No Neo Geo. Because Neo Geo is a boring system with a fucking boring library of mostly fucking fighting bullshit. Neo Geo, you're gonna go away. It's fucking boring as hell library. So stinky. Here's my films on a Neo Geo. There we go. Alright, so fuck Neo Geo. What's next? Ooh. Commodore 64, baby. Alright, Commodore 64. Arcades after this actually too. That's awesome. So with the Commodore 64, there are literally thousands of games I could pick. But I think for the launch, I'm actually gonna go off the list actually, because I want to have some big titles for the launch. I want to have some heavy hitters, so we're actually gonna go off the list actually, and just think of like some really big titles to put on there at launch. Like I said, licensing could be an issue with these, but this is like my dream list of games I have at launch for the system, for the service. It's just my dream list of games to have at launch for this platform for an online service. And these images won't load. There we go. Here's a good one. Look at that sexy machine. All right. So I can already think of one big one I want to include on there. Mayhem and Monsterland. A really pretty platformer for the system. One of the most beautiful platformers maybe ever. Really a great game for the system. Really shows off the capabilities of the system. So yeah, great game. I'd say for a good like sports game kind of maybe. We haven't really had any sports games yet, but I think for one, this is kind of a sports game kind of. But I'd say Speedball 2 is a good one to have on there. Not exactly sports, but it kind of counts. Flimbo's Quest I think is a lot of fun to have on there. I don't really care about Last Ninja, but I mean Last Ninja, if you like it, good for you. But I kind of think it's shit. But Flimbo on there, and we gotta have a good arcade type game. So we're gonna do I like Boulder Dash. Actually, no. Actually, yeah, Boulder Dash. Do Boulder Dash on there, and we'll get we'll do creatures. We'll do creatures 1 or 2, either one. There we go. There's my Commodore selection. And now for the arcade. Here we go. The arcade stuff. There's always some stuff on there I want to add. Let's get a nice arcade machine going. Let's try and find the shittiest picture possible, just because it's funny. Why is everything taking so long to load? Good God. Here, try and find the shittiest looking one so far. And just the one I can just. Let's just find the shittiest one I can find. Bootleg. Let's look for bootlegs. I guess while this is taking its sweet ass time, I'd say, you know what, we'll do Tecmo Bowl actually, because you know what, it's a sports game and we haven't had one on here yet besides Speedball. So you know what, we'll do Tecmo Bowl actually. We'll do Tecmo Bowl. Don't know much about it, but hey, it's a sports game. The NES version is well received, so put the arcade version on there. Why not? I think Zaxxon is good. No. Fuck that. Commando. Commando's good. Commando's fucking excellent. Gotta have Commando on there. I'd say we'll go for Super Hang-On. No, Space Harrier. I'll do Mappy as well, because I gotta have a Namco game in there. Gotta have some Namco rep. I think Mappy's a great one to pick. And let's go with, how about, Zaxxon? Sure, for another classic title. Alright, there we go. Those are arcades. Arcades done. What's this one? It's kind of hard to. What is this? That one's boring. I want a funny one. Where's the funny bootlegs? Oh. I want to see the funny ones. Where's the Maze Man? It's like Pop Man, Fuck Man. There's not really any funny ones. What the hell? Let's look up Funny Monkey arcade. Let's look up Funny Monkey. There's gotta be something. Here, I found this. This is kind of close. Here, there's an arcade machine for you. There you go. And there we go. There's the games that I haven't launched. Now, talk about one hell of a launch lineup. You got classics. You got weird ass games. You got some good games. You know, these are all games you'd want to have at launch. I think you want to have. I think for the NES Online service, or I guess I should say, the Switch Online service to succeed, they should have had a bunch more systems, a bunch more games, a larger variety of games. This should have been what they had at launch. They should have had all of this stuff at launch. I think. You got classic stuff. You got Mario Brothers. You got Link to the Past. You got Mario 64, Sonic 3, and Knuckles. Mayhem and Monsterland. My boy, Splatterhouse, Fantasy Zone, fucking Boulder Dash, Space Harrier, Mappy, Commando, Zaxxon, Kirby Superstar, Super Punch-Out, Super Metroid, Castlevania 4, Ocarina of Time, Mario Kart 64, Smash Brothers. Why weren't all of these on the service at launch? Instead, we got. Do I need to say it again? Tennis. That's bullshit. This is how I do a launch right here. And I know, like I said many times before, licensing can be an issue sometimes. But I think if they were able to license at least some of these games for launch and have all these systems at launch, it would have been great. I think even one game from each system at launch would have been way better than the 20 kind of not so good NES games. This is how it should have been done, I think. Case closed. Actually, you know what? No. Case is not closed because I forgot something. We gotta talk about Game Boy. Now, Game Boy was not on the Wii Virtual Console, but I do want to include some Game Boy stuff, so we'll go for Game Boy. We'll just do Game Boy. I'm not gonna bother with Game Boy Advance, but we'll just cover regular Game Boy. Just regular ass Game Boy. Just slide that in there. So for Game Boy, you gotta have Tetris. Tetris is a must-have. Gotta have Tetris. You have to. If you didn't, it would be retarded. And you know what? Fuck that. Dr. Mario as well. Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins. Link's Awakening. You know, I forgot. We actually haven't had an RPG yet on here. Fuck. No RPGs. Shit. I don't know. Here, we'll do Kid Icarus here as well. Kid Icarus for Game Boy. We gotta put an RPG on here as well, because it's gonna be a big one to have. Link to the Past we gotta keep. Here, I'll take out, you know what? I'll take Punch-Out out. Or I'll take out Super Punch-Out. Take out regular Zelda. And just put regular Punch-Out on here. Punch-Out. And for here we'll do Chrono Trigger. Because that's like the most famous, that's one of the most famous ones, so we'll do Chrono Trigger for that. Actually, was that on the lineup even? I think it was, right? Yeah. Alright. There we go. There's a lineup. Look at that. It's perfect, I think. Now, if they had this at launch, I think many more people would be excited about it, especially if they were all for free. Like, getting these all for free would be a great incentive to buy the service. And the fact that they only had like a handful of NES games at launch, I think really hurt it, because you know it's not really a good incentive of buying the service if you're only getting like 20 games, that a lot of which aren't that great, I think. So that's my list. If you want to agree, disagree, you know, whatever. But that's my list of stuff I would add to the service at launch. So yeah, it's kind of messy, but you know, it is what it is. And I think that's going to be it for today's podcast. Sorry if I was shouting a lot. I was kind of, you know, I'm kind of tired. I kind of want to go to bed again. But you know, it was a fun one, I think. So yeah, just save this as a, I don't know, stinky. And yeah, that's gonna be it for today. I'll see you when I do the next podcast, which I think will be next week. I think, hopefully. So yeah, catch you later. Bye bye.